YouTube family, my name is Vicky, and in today's video lab we are going to create VPC with the help of the Terraform. So here are the things which we are going to create in this video with the help of the Terraform. So we are going to start with creating the VPC. Then in the step 2 we are going to create the subnet inside that VPC. Then we are going to create the internet gateway, and once we are going to create the internet gateway, we also need to associate that internet gateway with the VPC. After that we are going to create the route table, and in the route table we need to edit couple of routes as well. So that is something we are going to learn how we can do it with the help of the Terraform. In the step 5 we are going to associate subnet. Then we are going to create not couple of security group, but one security group I am going to create with the help of the Terraform. And then we are going to create the key pair, and in the end we are going to create one EC2 machine inside public subnet. Along with that we are also going to attach that key pair and the security group, and then we try to log into that machine. So let's move to the demo and start with the step 1 to create the VPC. Now this is the folder, this is my PyCharm, and here I have one folder for the VPC, and here I have created couple of files. First is the var.tf and the other one is the provider.tf. So if you look at the var.tf, I have created couple of variable like the access key, secret key and the region. So this value I need to update. So for that what I need to do is I need to go to the AWS console, and in the IAM I need one user. And why I need a user? Because this user is going to create all the resources for me. So here we need to click on the user. Here we have one of the user. Let me click on that user, and I'm going to generate the new security key pair. So how to generate? We need to go here, create access key, and here we have the access key and the secret key. So let me copy the access key, let me update the value here. Then we need to update the secret key. Let me go and grab the secret key from here, and then the region name. So I'm going to use US East 1 for this demo. Let me go to the VPC. Here it is, not Virginia. So I'm going to use US East 1 for this demo. I need to go to the provider.tf. So here I have created access key, secret key and the region, and here I am using the variable. So var access key, so that is something I have created here. So variable access key, this is I am providing it here, and the secret key and the region. Let me save these files. Now the first thing which I need to create, that is the VPC. So let me create one file, that is for the vpc.tf. And now what I'm going to do is I will go to the official documentation of the Terraform VPC resource. Here we have the basic information how to create the VPC, and here we have the basic uses with tags. So we can select any one of these in order to create our VPC. So let me grab this one, and if you need to see more attribute related to the VPC, see, if I go to the VPC, whenever you are creating a VPC from here, Create VPC, you will get all those options, right? So all those options you can create with the help of the Terraform as well. And if you need to see all those options, you can go to the arguments. Here like we have the CIDR block, instance, dependency. See, this is optional, this is optional. IPv4, IPv4, so you can provide all those detail. Along with these attributes, we have additional attributes as well in order to get the output of this. That is something I will tell you later on in the video. Let's concentrate on this part only. So let me copy this thing and paste it. Now I need to update these values. So here I need to provide the logical name. So let me provide the logical name. Logical name is equal to VPC-production. CIDR block, I'm okay with the CIDR block. Instance dependency is going to be default, that is absolutely fine. And in the tag, let me provide the tag name is going to be VPC production. And if I need to add more tag, I can add it here, like environment or something. If I need to add, I can add it here. So let me add one more tag here. So environment is equal to production. I'm good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this value with the variable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a variable here. So let me create a variable, and the variable name is going to be, this is going to be the variable name. And here I will give the default value, and the default value is going to be this thing 10.16. And I'm going to replace this with the variable now. So how to replace? var.CIDR block. This is something up to you, like this variable name, you can give any variable name here. It is not something that you have to give this format only, you can give any name here. So that is totally up to your choice, that is a logical name. Like instance dependency, I can update the variable, but I don't want to do that. For the tag, I can also go with the variable. I can create a variable here, like variable for tag, and here I can update the value, environment tag, and here it is. So I can provide this information here, var.environment tag. So here I have provided the information. We are good with this. Let me save this one, and let's try to create the VPC first. So for that, what I need to do is I need to open the terminal. Okay, here I am in the VPC folder. Great, let me do the ls here. Yes, this is the one, and the first command which I need to run, that is the Terraform init, so that it is going to initialize the backend. Whatever the information we have provided in the provider, it is going to download that provider. So it has done all those things. So if you see finding the latest version of the AWS HashiCorp, then it has installed this provider detail signed by HashiCorp. Now the next command which we need to do is, that is the Terraform plan. So Terraform plan is going to tell us what resources it is going to create for me. Now here it is telling me 1 to add, 0 to change, 0 to destroy. So if I scroll up, it is going to show me that AWS VPC production will be created, CIDR block is this, and DNS support is true, instance dependency is going to be default. So if we go to the VPC, so these all values we have provided in our Terraform block. Great. Now let me create this thing. So to create, the command is Terraform apply --auto approve. Now what it is going to do is, it is going to create a resource for me. And which resource it is going to create? It is going to create this VPC production resource for me. So let me go to my AWS console. Here it is. Let me refresh. Here I can see one of the VPC is created with this CIDR block, and if I go to the tag, I can see those tags information as well. Environment is equal to production. Great. Now let's suppose I need to update the name as well. Let me go to my Terraform code. So here it is. It is telling me apply complete resources 1 added, 0 change, 0 destroy. So it has created this thing for me. Let me add one tag here, and the tag which I am going to add, that is for the name, and name is going to be VPC. Let me copy this name. Okay, let me save this thing. Let me rerun Terraform apply --auto approve. So here it is telling me that it is going to add this tag for me, name VPC production. It is going to add, and it has already added. So apply complete resource 0 added, 1 changed. So let me go to my console, let me refresh this thing. Yes, I am able to see this value here, tag and VPC production. So this is just we have added. Great. So the step 1 of the video is complete, where we have created the VPC with the help of the Terraform. Now we will move to the step 2, and the step 2 is to create the subnet. So let's create the subnet. For that, let me go to my code, and here I'm going to create one file that is with the name subnet.tf. Let me expand a little bit. Okay, now I need to go to the official documentation, and here I need to go for the subnet resource AWS DB subnet, default subnet, AWS subnet. Here is the one. Now here is the one. To create a subnet, we have to use this thing. Let me copy this thing and paste it in my code. Paste it here, and we need to update couple of values as well. So let me update the values. The first one, I am going to update the logical name, so it is going to be subnet public. Okay, now here we need to provide the VPC ID. So how to provide the VPC ID? Like, this is AWS VPC.main.id. So we need to go to the VPC, and this one we need to provide VPC production, whatever the logical name we have. So let me update the logical name here in the main, and production ID. Then we have the CIDR block. Again, we can create a variable for this thing if we want to, or not. So we can provide this value here. And one more value I need to provide, that is, let me go to the official documentation and let me search for it. Yes, map public IP on launch. This is something I want to be enable. It is going to be a boolean value, so it is going to be true. I need to provide one more availability zone. Okay, availability zone I don't need to provide. And in the tag, let me update this value. This is going to be the subnet public, and I need to provide one more tag, that is with the name environment. Let me copy that thing from the VPC. Here it is. Let me save this file, and let's run this one. So the first command is going to be Terraform plan. So Terraform plan is going to tell me what resources it is going to create. So we have added the subnet, so it is going to tell me that it is going to add the subnet. So plan is to add 1, 0 to change, 0 to destroy. Let me scroll up. So Terraform will perform the following action. AWS subnet public will be created. IP version 6 is false. This is the CIDR address. Enable DNS, that is false, and we have this map public IP on launch. This is true. Great. And here we have the environment value as well. Now let me provide with Terraform apply -- auto approve. Now it is refreshing the state, and it is telling me these all things it is going to create. So you can see this plus sign. So whenever you see the plus sign in the Terraform, that means it is creating a resource. Now it is in the process of creating a resource, still creating, and that's okay. Now it is telling me apply complete resource 1 added, 0 change, 0 destroy. Great. Now let me go to my VPC, and let's go to the subnet and check for the new subnet. Here we have the subnet created with the help of the Terraform. So this is the one, and if I go to the tag value here it is telling me environment is production and subnet public. Great. Till this point we have created one VPC and one subnet, and this is public subnet. Great. Now move to the next step where we need to create the internet gateway. So for that we need to go to the Terraform documentation, and here we need to search for internet gateway. So do we have? Yes, here we have the resource, and here we have this thing. Let me copy this. Let me go to my code. Here I am going to create a new file for this one. So this is going to be igw.tf. Let me paste it here. Again, this value we need to update with the VPC ID. So let me grab this ID from the subnet itself. igw. The tag value we have igw, and here we can provide this value from here. Let me copy this thing, and let me update this name as well, igw. I think we are good. So let's try to run the Terraform plan. Let me scroll up a bit. Let me save this file, Terraform plan. Okay, now it is telling me it is going to create this resource for me, AWS Internet Gateway, ARN ID, everything. It is telling me tags all. So 1 is to add, 0 to change, 0 to destroy. Great. Now let me go with the Terraform apply command, -- auto approve. Before hit enter, let me go to the internet gateway, and here we have only one internet gateway. That's great. Now let's click enter and wait for it to create the internet gateway. So it is telling me 1 is to add, 0 to change, 0 to destroy, and apply complete, resource 1 added, 0 change, 0 destroy. Great. Let me go here, let me refresh it. So here we have the igw created. If I go to the tag, I can see those tags. Let me scroll up a bit. Yes, environment production, name is igw, and here we have this thing connected with the VPC as well. Great. So we have created the VPC, we have created the subnet, we have created the internet gateway. Now the next step is to create the route table, and then after that we need to create a association of that route table as well. Now let me go to my code, and here I am going to create a file for the route table. .tf. Okay, and then we need to go to the official documentation, and here we need to search for the route table. Here it is. This is the one for the route table. Okay, great. Now let's create the route table. Let me update this value here. Let me grab this value from the subnet route table. Here we have the route. So let me go to the official documentation, and here we have the route. Let me scroll down. This is the route, a list of route objects. So this is something I am providing it here, route CIDR block 000, and the gateway. So this is going to be the internet gateway. And how to provide that value? AWS Internet Gateway igw. This is something I need to update with the internet, whatever the value we have here, and then the ID. Then we have the tags. Let me update the tag value as well from the VPC. Let me copy this thing, or let me copy this both. Route table. Name is going to be RT public. Let me correct the format and then yes, we are good now. Now let's create this thing. Let me save it. And to create, again we need to go with the Terraform LAN command. Okay, now we are getting invalid argument name, and the invalid argument name, that is line number 8, route table public, must not be quoted. Okay, RT public. Let me update this thing. Let's rerun this thing. So let me fmt yes Terraform format and Terraform apply. So here my route table is also created. So let me go to my AWS console and check whether my route table is created or not. Let me refresh. Let me go to the route table first. So here is the route table for me, and if I go to the tag, I can see my tag. If I go to the route, I can see the internet gateway is connected. We don't have any subnet added here. So the next thing which we need to do is we need to associate the subnet. So for that we can use this file only, and let me go to the official documentation and see for the route table association. Here is the one, route table association. Let me grab this and let me paste it here. Now subnet ID, we need to change it with the subnet. So where is the subnet ID? Here is the subnet ID, and this is the one, AWS subnet.subnet.public. Let me give a name for the association. Okay, A is fine with me. Route table ID, we will get it from here, AWS route table dot rtb.public dot id, and let me update the subnet ID as well. So the subnet is going to be from here, subnet dash public. Yes, it is fine. Now let me run my Terraform. Terraform apply -- auto approve, and before that let me save this file. Plan is 1 to add, 0 to change, 0 to destroy. So creating, apply complete, resource 1 added. Let me go to my AWS console and let's verify that thing. Subnet association, let me refresh this one. Subnet association, and here I can see one of the subnet is attached. Great. Now the next step is to create a security group inside the VPC. So for that we need to search for the security group. Resource security group. Okay, here it is, AWS security group. And to create a security group we need to use this thing. So let me copy this and let me go to my code, and here what I'm going to do is I'm going to create one file, and this file name is going to be security group.df. Let me paste it the content here. I need to update the value. So allow TLS is fine with me. Name, description. Now here we need to provide the VPC ID. So from where I will grab the VPC ID? From the subnet. Let me grab this ID from here. Let me go to the security group. Let me update this value. That is fine. CIDR block. So here we can create, one variable as well. So I'm not going to create the variable. Let me go something like this, 0.0.0.0/0. Yeah, that is fine. IP version 6 we don't require. Let me comment this thing. Egress, we are fine with the egress. IP version 6 we don't require. Tag is fine. Let me update the tag value as well. So the tag value is going to be this, security group, and this is going to be with the name security group underscore VPC dash production. Everything seems to be fine. Now let me run the Terraform plan command first. Okay, now we are getting an error message on the security group. This is allow TLS CIDR block failed to recognize the value of this number. That's okay. So in order to fix this, what we need to do is we need to provide this thing, this. Let me go with the Terraform plan one more time. Okay, why we are getting the error message? Let's see. CIDR block. Okay, so it's a list. Let me update the list value here. It is going to check the current state. Now here it is telling me it is going to create one of the security group, and these are the rules which it is going to create. This is the name, this is the environment, VPC ID is this. Great. Now let me go with Terraform apply -- auto approve. It is in the process of creating a resource. So the resource is created and this is the ID. Let me copy this ID and let me search it in my AWS console whether we have this security group created or not. For that, what we need to do is we need to go to the security group. Let me paste it here. Here we have the security group created, and let me go to the inbound and check. Yes, we have the HTTP port number 443 is enabled. Outbound is this. Great. Okay, we need to add one more port here, or we need to update this one to port number 22, because 22 we need in order to log in to our machine. So TLS, not the TLS, let me change SSH. Let me update this one, port number 22. Let me update this thing as well. TCP allow SSH, allow SSH. Let me update the name as well, allow SSH to Terraform machine. Okay, now let me save this one. Let me go and apply this. Now it is going to update the value. So Terraform apply -- auto approve. Now here it is telling me that these all things it is going to remove, and it is going to add or update. 1 added, 0 changed, 1 destroyed. Great. Now let me go to my security group. Let me refresh this thing. Here the security group ID we need to copy because it has created a new security group. Let me copy this thing. We paste it here. Here is the security group, and here I can see SSH port number 22 and 000. Great. So we have this thing created as well. Now the last part of the video is to create the EC2 machine. So let's create a EC2 machine. Okay, not the last part, we have one more step where we need to create a key pair. Okay, so key pair we need to create. So let me scroll down and we go here and search for the key pair. AWS key pair. Now this is the example uses how you can create a key pair. Okay, but I'm not going to create a key pair in this if you want to create, you can use this example. I already have the key pair created, so I'm going to use that key pair for the VPC, for the EC2. So let me go to my EC2. If I go to the key pair here, I already have one of the key pair created, which I'm going to use for this demo, SSS demo. Okay, I'm going to use this thing. Now let's create the EC2 machine. So for that, let me go to official documentation, and here we need to EC2 or instance. AWS instance, here it is. Here is the example how we can create a EC2 instance. So let's create this one. Let me create one file here first. .tf. Now the resource is going to be AWS underscore instance. Let me give a logical name, EC2. The first thing which we need to provide the AMI ID, and from where I will get the AMI ID, for that I need to go to the instance. Let me grab the AMI ID from here. AMI, do we have? Yes, here we have the AMI ID. Let me copy this one. Let me provide it here. What all other things we require, let me go here. AMI instance type, this is going to be T2 micro. I need to provide the security group as well, so let me see for the security group and the subnet ID. Subnet ID is here, and from here I will get the subnet ID. AWS this thing, this and this. We have already provided some subnet ID somewhere, so let me grab the subnet ID from there. Here it is. Let me copy this one, EC2. Then we need to provide the security group, and security group is going to be the list, and here we have the security group information. AWS security group, dot allow ssh dot id. Okay, any other value which we need to provide? We need to provide the key pair name. Key pair name is going to be SSM demo. So let me go to my EC2 console, and here we have the key pair. Key pair is here, SSM demo. Let me copy this name. I think we are good. We have provided the AMI, instance type, subnet ID, security group, key pair name. Yes, we can provide the tag as well. So for the tag, let me copy the tag. Tag is going to be EC2 demo Terraform, and var is going to be this. Everything seems to be fine. Now the last step is to go and run Terraform plan. Okay, it is telling me that 1 to add, 0 to change, 0 to destroy, and 1 to add, that is, let me scroll up, that is AWS EC2 instance. Great. Now let me go with Terraform apply -- auto approve, and let me go to my AWS console. Let me go to the instance. So Okay, we are getting an error message. The subnet ID AWS subnet public does not exist, so it is not able to grab the subnet ID. So let's see why it is not able to do that. So let me go to the subnet, and this is the subnet ID AWS underscore subnet AWS underscore subnet dot subnet dot public dot ID. Okay, it should not be in this. Yes, Terraform apply, auto approve. Okay, now it is telling me the security group is not there, so let me update the value. Okay, my EC2 is in the process of creating, so let me go to my console, refresh it here. Yes, here I can see one of the instances in the process of creating, and let me go to the tag value. Here I can see environment production and the name. Let me go to the security value. Here we have allow SSH to the Terraform machine, port number 22, and we also need to check the VPC information. So here is the VPC information, VPC production. Let me go to my code and see. Yes, it has created, resource 1 is added. Now the last part is to do the testing. So how to do the testing? We need to grab the public IP of the machine, we need to go to the terminal, and we need to go to the location where we have our public key. So SSH -i, and after that system demo ec2-user at. Yes, great, I'm able to log into the machine as well. So this is how we can create a machine with the help of the Terraform. So in this video we have created the VPC, security group, route table, internet gateway, route table association, EC2 machine, security group. So everything we have done with the help of the Terraform. You are done with the demo and everything. Make sure you are also going to delete whatever the resources you have created. And to delete all the resources, what you can do is you can go to your code and run command terraform destroy. So what it is going to do is it is going to destroy all the resources which has created with the help of the Terraform. Here it is, Terraform destroy, auto approve. First it is going to refresh the state, and then it is going to tell me what all resources it is going to delete. So here it is telling me 7 resources it is going to delete: instance, route table, everything. You do this step in the end so that you will not get charged. Let me go here, let me refresh. Yes, my EC2 demo machine is in the process of shutting down. We have created the VPC and everything, so let me refresh it. Yes, I'm not able to see my subnet here. Let me go to the VPC. I'm not able to see my VPC as well, not able to see my route table. Great, so it has destroyed everything which we have created with the help of the Terraform. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for the new video notification. And if you need more demo like this on the Terraform, do let me know in the comment section.